Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Prison Architect. And we are heading into our third day soon. We got a lot of stuff actually to do. Before I start though, I want to do a couple things. First of all, just a trick I wanted to tell you about that I didn't do in this playthrough, and that's because of the challenge of having a continuous intake. Is if you decide not to do a continuous intake where you're taking prisoners in every day and you have time, you can actually get all your walls for free. All you'd have to do is when you build your foundation, you just build out sections at a time, because when you build a foundation you get walls for free. But it also takes a lot longer because you have to build it intelligently. The way you do that is you want to kind of build rooms separate from themselves, and then you'd have to install doors to activate them, and then you would probably uninstall the doors like here where you don't want a door. Then the way the building tool works is if you were to build a section like this, right? If you overlap the wall, it's going to destroy that wall and join the room. If you run it up next to it, it's going to just use this wall. It's not going to build two walls here. So basically what you'd want to do is you'd take, for instance, this whole room, you'd build it, you'd put a door in, you'd let it finish, and then you would build this section like so, and so on and so forth. Now, the reason I didn't do that is because it takes a lot longer. It'd probably take me 3 days to build a prison as opposed to the 1 day that I had before prisoners started arriving. So I didn't really have that luxury. But if in your playthrough you decide you are okay with shutting off your prisoner intake, then that is a way you can save a ton of money, because walls are super expensive. That's why I'm not building very many. I'm only building the minimum. And, you know, I probably could have saved maybe 10,000 on the walls if I had built it up piecemeal like that. But like I said, didn't really have the luxury. So anyways, on with today's gameplay. We're going to do a couple things here at the beginning. First of all, I'm going to go into reports, and I'm going to look at the regime. Now over here you can see meal quantity and meal variety. I actually want meal variety to be low. And as you can see, that actually reduces my cost per prisoner. You could set it to none, but I mean, that's kind of mean. All they'd have to eat is cabbage. But basically the way meal quantity and meal variety works is meal quantity helps does make a difference. So I like to leave that at medium. And basically that means they'll take 2 pieces of food when they go to eat. You'll see that on their trays, I think, actually. Obviously high, I believe, is 3 pieces. Meal variety, the only real effect it does is the higher you go, the more you get a well-fed effect. And the well-fed effect is basically like a suppression effect, but it's even more temporary than suppression. It basically lasts for the rest of the day. And I mean, in the beginning, definitely gotta say it because it costs a lot. Like, see, so this is $4 per day, right? If we set this up to high, it goes 20, 30 max to really make it luxurious. So we're gonna start off with this, and we'll probably change it later on once we have a stable prison system. But variety, basically all it adds is I think if you go up to medium, it will add a small well-fed effect, and then high gives you more well-fed effect. And the well-fed effect basically is like suppression. It ticks down throughout the day, but for the most part it keeps them out of trouble. If you were to use this, effect, it might be beneficial to have them eat just before they sleep, so they're less likely to dig. And I might actually do that. I don't know. I'm going to show you my regime that I normally like to do. So this is what you basically set them to do throughout the day. I like to take them to 7 a.m. for sleep, because at 8 a.m. most of the prisoners are going to naturally wake up. If you were to set free time before 8 a.m., most of them are just going to sleep in and not do anything. So better to just let them sleep and then wake them up. Well, not even wake them up. I don't even like to use shower because I feel like it's kind of waste if a lot of them don't need a shower. Plus, it means that I don't have to worry about making such a ginormous shower to accommodate 150 plus prisoners. I can just have this shower accommodate everyone, and then a small satellite shower for the cafeteria. So I like to do free time. Then I like to usually do work. Now, we don't have any workshops or any jobs yet. So for now, that's just going to be free time. So they're going to get a lot of free time. And then actually after eating, I usually like to give them some free time to deal with issues. And then the rest is, actually, I want to not mess that up right now. The rest is going to be work going forward, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to give them 7 hours of sleep, so free time there. Now, like I said, if you wanted to change the regime once you can afford a high meal variety to reduce the amount of times they're digging, you can move your schedule around so that they eat at the end. And I generally like to only do one meal every day. I've never tried it at the end of a day, though, so that might be something we'll play around with. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. Yeah, I think that will work. Alright, so new regime, and we'll probably modify it as we go along. Now, a couple things here I want to do, though, while I'm waiting on this research to build the infirmary. Because as soon as I get the infirmary and the extra money there, I'm going to start building security, deployment, maintenance, prison labor, which is going to take a whole day. So it's still going to be a while before we can get our workshops up and running, but I want to be prepared for it once we do. Hopefully, before then we don't get overrun by prisoners. I do have a trick in mind that I'll show you if we just get unlucky with the number generator, but hopefully we won't need to do that, but we'll see. Okay, so a couple things I want to do here real quick. I want to do a visitation center right here. And I'm going to put down one table for now. And the rest will come later once I have my workshop up and running and I can afford the luxury. Let's see, another thing that is kind of annoying me is these trees. You can actually remove them, which is what I'm going to do. And you want to remove any trees off the road too, because they could block emergency vehicles. And that's not good. I'm going to remove these for now. And I will actually remove all of these later on, but we have other things we need to take care of real quick first. And I'm going to build 3 offices as well. So 3 more offices, because we're going to need them sooner rather than later. 2, 3, and the chair. 1, 2, 3, and the filing cabinet. I hover over here on something where I can't build an object so that it removes the price, so I can actually see what orientation the object is. Maybe there's a better way to do it, I don't know, but it's kind of what I do. Alright, so we're gonna let that run. And what do I want to do next? So we're so this is why I have one meal, is because see here, there's only 2 prisoners who are hungry. I don't like that. When you have 2 meals a day, generally speaking, a lot of times you're going to get overlap. If you have 1 meal a day, generally all the prisoners are hungry, and your food doesn't go to waste. So I prefer to, for the next day, I'm going to actually remove this and see how it goes. So as you can see, they're just kind of hanging around because there's nothing to do. They're not hungry. Where's this other guy at? Who's hungry? I can't tell. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all there. One of them is apparently not eating. I don't know why. There he goes. Good job, buddy. Let's see. And I think as soon as he gets finished eating, I'm gonna just set this to work, which will actually be free time for them since they don't have a job. So chomp, chomp, chomp. And he's done, so we're going to do this. So now they pretty much have free time. So a couple things I need to do is I need to finish this workshop, or at least be ready for it once I have the research done. And I'm about ready to start my next bit of research. See how expensive walls are? Almost $1,000 just to build that section out. Yeah, 1,500. And let's see. So now they have potatoes and cabbage. And a lot of food got wasted, unfortunately. But that's okay. We changed our regime to accommodate that. So there goes all those nasty trees. Now they'll start building the wall. So I think let's see how long schedule these guys have. So my idea is if we get overrun by the amount of prisoners we're getting, I'm going to take this whole entire block right here, sealed off, and basically make that the holding cell, because it's going to need beds and toilets anyways, but I'll save money on the internal walls and just shove everyone in there who overflows from the cells, while I build out the rest of these cells. At least that's the idea. We'll see how well it actually works, but okay, so that's done. We're going to need a door here. Unfortunately, in order to deploy to a room for jobs, it needs to be sealed off as a room. So you need a door, even if you don't, if it's going to always be open anyways. Just kind of a limitation of how they programmed the door system. Oh, and our bureaucracy is done. So now we're going to research security. And we can actually, we'll wait until midnight and we'll hire a psychologist, 2 doctors, and we'll actually fire one of the doctors because you really don't need 2 doctors and it just costs money every day to maintain them. Psychologist and 1 doctor we'll keep though. Should let that run. And deployment should, okay. Other thing we're going to do while these guys are hanging out, I think, is we're going to build a perimeter fence just for extra security. Fences are free, which is nice. So use them liberally. Hopefully I won't need my workmen for a while, because they're going to be busy building a fence. Like so. And we'll let that run. Okay, so got some extra cash. We're going to build our bed. We're going to make our infirmary here, actually. Interestingly enough, I'm only going to make the infirmary temporarily to get the bonus, and then I'll remove it for now so that prisoners aren't getting contraband, because the doctor doesn't actually need an infirmary to go do. And most of the time you're going to micromanage a doctor anyways. You'll send them to whoever's hurt. So there's really no point right now when we're trying to cut costs and risk doing that. So let's see, we need a bed. Like so. And I'm actually going to hire my psychologist now. Where do I want him? I'm going to put him, let's see, office. We'll put him right here. Why not? Okay, so now we need 2 doctors and the finisher wards. So let's take a look at our needs here real quick. Needs basically tell you how your prison is being run. So freedom, clothing. Clothing is not as big an issue. I don't think they'll riot over clothing. Sleep, food, everything else looks good. They'll be able to take care of quite a bit of it. Later, let's see. Don't like being able to, or I like being able to see. I wish I had patrols already. Don't know what they're doing here. I guess they're sleeping still. Well, they are going to sleep. He needs clothing. And I bet, where is everyone? I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess everyone is there. Let's see. So they're sleeping going down. Usually you can tell if people are starting to dig tunnels if they're not sleeping. So he's okay. So see how that went up? It means someone is, and the people who are awake, someone is digging a tunnel. So we're gonna search these toilets here. I'm okay micromanaging this right now. I mean, this is, I mean, obviously when we have um, full capacity, we don't want to be going through and clicking every single toilet. Search the toilets because that's how you know that there is, that's where they start digging a tunnel. So, okay, so that's done. Interestingly, an infirmary doesn't actually need walls, it just needs a bed. Um, so when those workers finally get done with this fence, um, did they find anything? Huh. Yep. See, that's a way to know that someone's digging. You have to monitor their sleep. Now, with this many prisoners, it's very easy to monitor. But with more prisoners, you might just have to do a complete shakedown just to deal with that. Okay, so he's trying to escape with a spoon. And I'm going to lock this down just to make sure he doesn't get out. Beat down. Okay. We don't have solitary yet, but we can designate one of these cells as solitary, which I'll do right now, temporarily, so we can get that cleared up. As a dreg, you can use any of your cells, free cells, as solitary cells, and they'll be able to take care of their comfort, sleep, and bladder needs. Set that back to normal while they're in solitary, which is probably something you want them to do. Should have had them build that bed first before they built the wall. Well. Anyways, so what else do we need? I'm going to need a table in here. Tables, they'll stack the plates and the sheet metal. I'm going to build 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just build all of them right now. I'm going to need them eventually, and I can always move them over here for spares. So they're still working on that. Might as well remove these while I have free time to not micromanage anything. And our regime is, so they'll be waking up, they'll be taking care of everything besides food, freedom, and food and clothing. So that should be okay. So we'll let that run. Take down the rest of these trees. I like it. I think it's funny that they box up trees. If only you could do that in real life, right? So we're going to get more prisoners here in about an hour. Some of them are going to have to go into the holding cell. Because I'm using at least one for a solitary right now. And I didn't build the other, which I might do. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll build this one out. And let's see, needs a bed and the toilet. And my utilities are fine. Okay. So he's injured. How far are my guys done yet? Yes. Finally. So they're hauling garbage out. Hopefully they'll build that bed. I'll hire a doctor. Well, I mean, I can hire one now. Actually, I have to hire two, unfortunately. So you, doctor, go heal this dude up. Hopefully we'll take care of their freedom needs right now. He needs to go shower. Okay, so I got that bonus. One visitor in one group. Weber's wife. And there's Weber. That's probably a good thing. He has a lot of needs. Well, it's a good thing he has the time to address them. And I'm sorry, doctor, but we're going to lay you off. So right now we're kind of over capacity, but hopefully, well, luckily for us, it's only 8 more prisoners. I think what we might do is we might make a huge holding cell temporarily, so that I can focus on building everything else. So I think that's what we're going to do. I also need to I think I'm going to get maintenance first. Don't really need deployment yet until I can actually do something with it. So and you have to hire a chief and you have to hire a foreman before you can even start the research, which is a little annoying. So this might save me 200 bucks if I don't have to deal with that. Okay. So we'll make this huge thing a holding cell. And open that up. In the beginning here, when I can't really afford a lot of things, you have to kind of micromanage everything. Let's take a look at our needs. So all that is being taken care of. Food and sleep are high on the list. They're already making food. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough food because we got new prisoners. And that's just kind of how it works. It only orders food for the amount that you currently have, which doesn't accommodate for the new ones you get at 8 a.m. Let's see. I wish they could just take it from the truck to the kitchen instead of the delivery zone. Just kind of an extra needless step. But let's see. So he has freedom. Move tree to storage. What is this dude doing? There must be a tree over here somewhere. Let's just try that. Maybe he'll stop freaking out. Maybe I shouldn't have built that just yet. Okay. So everything is so far so good. So see, they're going to be grabbing food a lot quicker now that they're actually hungry. And they may actually have to wait. Yes, so see how these guys are waiting? We're going to install just one more table here and a bench. $16,000. It'll have to do. It'll give us a head start on our workshop, which we'll absolutely need if we're going to be able to keep taking in prisoners. Let's see. I'm actually going to designate this. Well, I'll leave storage here for now. Okay, what are they doing? It's free time. Okay. So there is none awaiting solitary. So we're actually going to designate this as a cell again. This is a cell, and our new one as a cell. Like so. And when we do that, we're going to actually move this, and we're going to change the storage location. So we're going to swap the holding cell and the storage location temporarily. So we're going to dismantle this, and dismantle this, and move it over. That will save us some money. Okay. And I need to... Did that not dismantle? Come on. Dismantle! Alright. Yeah, get food. Do your thing. What time is it? 6 p.m. Okay. So we're going to move our jail door over here. Put in a toilet. We'll put one here. And we're going to put that extra bench just somewhere around there. That works, whatever. And then we're going to mark this off. So we're going to make this over here storage temporarily. And we're going to make this whole thing a holding cell. Could be a viable strategy to make just one huge holding cell, but yeah, that's not the intention here. It's just a temporary kind of thing. I actually might put those trees down somewhere just to get them out of my storage. I'm going to put trees down here eventually, so why not? Why not now? It's going to line this out with trees. Let's see, so we need 1, 2, 3. Okay. And these all space out a little. Like so. And I'll finish adding the others later. Okay, so they are eating again. I've got to remove that, I think. Yeah, it's kind of a waste. Alright, we'll remove that now. And my bureaucracy's done. Okay, so now we're going to... labor... doesn't really matter which one we do. Deployment I'm doing because we can mark areas as staff only. which will be handy. Let's see. We'll need both, definitely for sure anyways, but so you can see here it hasn't actually started researching. That's because I'm silly and I need to go hire a chief. So we'll put the chief here. As far as I can tell, there's no benefit to keeping a foreman after you're done researching, but a chief basically will tell you how many guards are available at the very least, and your danger levels and whatnot. My danger level is increasing. Why is that? Sleep. So, the question is it actually going to go down? He doesn't need sleep. Since I have the time, might as well just search these. I'll try and just search the toilets so that I don't bug the prisoner. Because like I said, I want to try and manage the risk right now when I'm really kind of fragile. So we'll do this. I got my prisoner grants, so some extra cash is good. And where are my dudes? Oh, they're all stuck here. Really, really annoying. There we go. Ah, yes. Tunnels. So we're going to... Stinkers. Costs money to remove those tunnels. Okay. I think we are pretty good so far. Gonna be getting more prisoners, but they can go into the holding cell now. And as soon as this gets done researching, I'm gonna put down some workshop stuff so we can get that going. And I'll put down some beds so that they have a place to sleep while they're in the holding cell. Let's see. It's kind of crazy hectic when you are basically forcing yourself not to turn off the prisoners. You just don't have the luxury to build things out and wait for things to finish researching like this. It's almost done. So as soon as that dings, we'll pop over and we'll finish out prison labor. And those will be the most critical things. Everything else we can kind of take at a more, well, we can research them at a more luxurious pace. I'm not sure why I said it like that, but whatever. So 6 more hours. So tomorrow morning, we should be ready to start getting people to work. And we'll probably have to add another capacitor depending on how many machines we can add. I forgot I was going to remove this room for now. So the doctor will just kind of wander around aimlessly, which could be good or bad, depends on how you look at it. And I forgot I need to hire a foreman for this to research. So... office. Oh. There we go. And foreman. Well, okay. So now that should start researching. Yes. So kind of lost some time there. Alright, get in there and beat him down. What is his deal? He just has a lot of issues. I think he was one of the new prisoners, so that's... I can see that. So he's going to go into lockdown for a little while. And can't wait till I can just position the guard right here and deal with that. Take our doctor, go heal him up. I like how it looks like she's giving him a shot in the butt. He just kind of phased through that wall. Not sure if that was intentional. Okay, go fix that all. Okay, what do we got going on? So prisoners coming in a little under 2 hours. What do you want to do? Just taking out the trash, I guess. And walking through a wall. Okay, I don't... What is your deal? Okay, anyways, so as soon as we can get that done, we'll be able to buy the necessary equipment for this. What is he doing? I don't know. And I might just add doors, jail doors here. Just, it may not matter right now. Probably doesn't matter. I'll add them later once I'm ready to build the rest of this section out. So I have one person due for release in 5 hours. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Overflowing. We got 23 now. And 8 more. Whew. It's a good thing we're getting lucky with this and not getting like 20 prisoners. That would not be good. Okay. So I think for now we are good. I think in the next episode we'll be able to actually work on our workshop here. And I think I'll cut this episode off here. Thanks for watching. I'll just keep moving these prisoners in. And waiting for this to finish, which it's almost done. Actually, it's pretty much done. We could probably might as well just finish it. Let that finish research, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. What is this problem? He really needs. Sorry, he really needs to use the bathroom. Okay. Sure. Lots of visitors. Okay. So now we have access to these workshop saw and a workshop press. So before I forget, I'm going to put down another capacitor down here because we'll need it. And then going to build, let's see, 1, 2, actually, I'm going to build it like so. And like so. Just building them around the tables. Okay, so we'll have 8 of them. And we'll have to connect that to electricity here. Line straight over, like so. Hopefully that does not trip our power station. We'll find out. If not, I have enough cash to accommodate for that. I use the rest of this money probably to buy some beds for the holding cell, which will turn into normal cells eventually. Okay, so now we can access jobs. Oh yeah, need to actually mark this as a workshop room. When we mark it as a workshop room, we'll actually be getting sheet metal. So that will also cost some money. Okay, now it should be available to deploy people to. And let's see, is there anything else I want to do real quick? Probably not. What's our needs looking like? Environment, freedom. I'll let them take care of some of these for a little bit before I actually start assigning people. Food is definitely something they are hungry for. Let's see here. When are they gonna eat here? No, they're about to eat, so that should be okay. Well, I want to make sure that goes down. So the next shift, they should be ready to start working down there. So here comes the sheet metal. It's good. And there goes all the prisoners. Should be enough mills for everyone. If I'm not dealing with this, I'm just going to leave this open for a second. Okay, let's get that back to normal. Okay, everyone got food. That's good. So food needs should go down, which is good to see. Then they'll have a bunch of free time to take care of everything else. It's always weird. Must not have been enough food for someone. Kind of curious now. Is there someone here who's hungry? Should be. Bowels. Family. Huh. I don't know why it says that someone is still hungry. I don't see. Maybe it's this big guy who. Nope. Oh well. Whatever. Their loss. Okay, so now they should be going and doing whatever they need to do. Freedom, sleep, privacy. So that's why you need individual cells, is for privacy. Um, don't know how much they'll riot if they don't get it, but it's good. I'm just going to open this up now. Let's see. Alright, so now for that next work shift, so we can get a little cash going, I'm going to deploy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 machines, but I'm actually going to deploy 2 more to move things around. I can actually deploy more, but I think I'm going to work on this cleaning cupboard real quick. Actually, I'll just define the room right now, so that they can move the bleach down there, like I was talking about earlier. Cleaning cupboard. So, yeah. Just needs to be indoors. To deploy to it, though, you need to have walls and a door, unfortunately. So. Okay, now they should all move it. In theory. Yeah, now there they go. Let's see what our needs are. Sleep and environment. So yeah, definitely need to work on the cleaning cupboard now that I have this stuff set up. I think I'll just do that right now, actually. Build this wall and this, and we'll add a normal door so they can get in and out. Granted, they can get poison contraband from here, but what you gonna do? They need to get in there somehow. And there we go. So I'm going to deploy 10 there and 10 to the cleaning cupboard. Oop. Cleaning cupboard. So now we'll mark this whole area as a cleaning cupboard, but these will stay right there. And now I should be able to deploy, yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm actually going to go 11, 12. Everyone's going to work today. And working clean indoor area, clean indoor area. Actually, I'm going to keep this shut, because as soon as they see freedom, they're going to want to they're going to want to leave. Let's see. Another way to do that is you can actually go into utilities here and see how this is queued up. Just right click and cancel that. I'm probably going to want to address that as well. Okay, so that we should go get that. Okay, I think we're good for now. We have 8 more prisoners coming in. It's crazy. We can now employ prisoners. So now our cash system is started. It's not fully operational yet, but we'll get there. It's constant flow. This is why I'm going to make a service entrance over here. And I might do that I'm going to just do that now. Let's see, I do have the money. I'm going to research It's hard to say what I need to research first. Yeah, I'll just have to micromanage this for now. Okay, needs are pretty good. Sleep is high. Might want to do a toilet search again. Once they go to bed. But this video is probably run pretty long, so I'm going to cut off there. We'll finish. We'll continue building next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.